Going green has become a fundamental concept in today's society. But just how do you go green? For the building construction and operations industry, the answer is LEED. The United States Green Building Council has developed a set of rating systems which provide guidelines, benchmarks, and performance criteria used to certify the environmental sustainability of today's new and existing buildings. This green building certification system is LEED, or the Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. Do you know that buildings emit more CO2 gas than the transportation sector or industry? In fact, buildings are the #1 source of CO2 on a global scale. CO2, or carbon dioxide, contributes to global warming and the greenhouse effect. Carbon dioxide is generated as a byproduct of fossil fuels. The Energy Information Administration reports that 86% of all energy in the United States primarily comes from these fossil fuels. Generally, these fuels are burned in the process of generating electricity, and CO2 is released into the atmosphere. Green building is necessary as the cumulative impact of the design, construction, and operations of buildings have profound effects on human health, the environment, and the economy. Conventional development practices perpetuate a host of negative environmental impacts. Clearing of land often destroys wildlife habitat, and the extraction, manufacturing, and transportation of construction materials contribute to environmental pollution. Once a building is constructed, operational impacts to the environment must be considered as well. Some of the areas which can be harmful to the environment include energy and water consumption, paper and other recyclable goods, building refuse, waste management, sustainability of janitorial and cafeteria services, and tenant transportation needs. Green building should not be thought of as a type of building, rather as a way of building that is environmentally sustainable, and this can be achieved by implementing best practices in design and construction activities. This requires an integrated approach and must consider site planning, water management, energy, materials, and indoor environmental quality. Green building occupants are healthier and more productive. In the United States, people spend on average 90% or more of their time indoors. Green buildings typically have better indoor air quality and day lighting. LEED certified project case studies illustrate 2 to 16% increased worker and student productivity. Green building is in demand. In 2008, approximately $12 billion were spent on green building, and a projected $60 billion will be spent in 2010. Why the demand? An unprecedented level of government initiatives, heightened residential demand for green construction, and improved sustainable materials. A few perceived business benefits to building green. Operating costs decrease by 8 to 9%. Building value increases on average of 7.5%. Return on investments improve by up to 6.6%. Occupancy ratios increase by 3.5%, and rent ratios also increase by about 3%. Here are a few predictions of growth of the green market. Commercial growth by 2010 will be approximately 10%. Corporate America, by 2009, 80% of corporate America is expected to be engaged in green at least 16% of the time, and 20% is expected to be engaged 60% of the time. And institutional dedication to green healthcare and educational facilities are expected to increase dramatically over the next 5 years. A few more financial incentives for green. Savings on utilities and other operating costs, and a potential for tax abatement and other federal, state, and local programs. Why should you seek a LEED rating certification? A LEED rating validates and documents your achievement. It provides metrics and measurements of your building performance. It also energizes, motivates, and informs the project team, and provides a common vocabulary among participants. For more information on LEED training, LEED certification, and LEED exam preparation materials, contact us at PTL Exam Prep at 800